welcome back to Two-Thirds Podcast, a subdivision of the NPR radio show.
Definitely not.
Oh yeah, no, we should be. That'd be awesome.
That'd be fun.
Cam.
Grant.
And our third is...
Dan.
Yay!
We did it. We suckered another one in, Grant. We're getting good at this.
I know.
Real good at suckering in people to be like, hey, come sit on a couch with us. Yeah.
And have no one listen to you.
Ever. No one knows what it's like. Neil Young meets Simon and Garfunkel.
Oh, no.
No, wait, not Simon and Garfunkel. Going, to be the band, to be behind... The Who. Behind Blue Eyes.
No, that's Neil Young.
No, it is not.
Yeah.
No, Behind Blue Eyes is The Who. Is it not?
I think it is The Who.
Yeah, and then
I
Neil
could
Young
be
probably
wrong.
covered it.
No, maybe not. I don't know.
Well, the only song...
No, because there's another one. It's like...
Southern Man.
Yeah, that's Southern Man. But there's another one.
Keep on Rocking in Free World?
No, there's like three... Off that Southern Man album, there's like three songs that all sound exactly the same.
I do know that when I was a kid, Limp Bizkit released a cover of that song, and I thought it was their song for the longest time.
Oh yeah, that's man. Covers that you think?
Did you know no one knows who wrote "Whiskey in the Jar"?
Well, Metallica.
It's not. No, it's not. It's a cover.
No, that's a cover of a song that was done. Thin Lizzy did it like 10 years before that, and before that it was. I don't know. Eric told me the other day. No. But it's supposedly an Irish folk song that's just been sung for hundreds of years.
Interesting.
Oh, so no one knows.
No one knows who wrote it.
That's awesome.
It's nice. Free license or
Oh,
whatever.
that's like a All Along the Watchtower. But then Jimi Hendrix, everyone made it famous, but it was Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan, awful singer.
Oh,
seriously,
terrible.
Sucks. We could step up the plate and probably be as good as him. We just don't have to look.
But yes, he sounds terrible.
But I remember we have a mutual friend of ours. I was like, yeah, All Along the Watchtower, that's so good. I can't believe Jimi Hendrix came up with that. He's like, no, that was Bob Dylan. I'm like, what? And was Bob like mad that he did that? He's like, oh no. Bob's like, oh yeah, that can be Jimmy's song. He's way better than I can. Like he legit, he's like, no, that guy sucks. Like, or that guy's I suck. This guy's amazing. Speaking of music, then, what's the last concert you've been
to? What was the last concert I went to? Garth Brooks.
Oh right, you're telling me. How was it?
You know what? I'm not a country guy. I went because my girlfriend, that's like her dream concert, and she said if he ever comes, because he's doing his world tour, his first tour in 20 years or something. Mm-hmm. And she said if he ever comes, I have to go. And I said, you know what? If he comes, I'll go. So I went, and it was good.
Yeah. Did he have pyro?
I heard that it was a really good.
He didn't have pyro. He had like no backdrop on his stage. It was so like the whole arena was open. Like the stage was at one end, but there was no backdrop. So there are people sitting behind him. So that was kind of weird. I've never been to a concert that's like that before. Like I've been to
facing everyone's back.
Yeah, like I've been to Metallica where the stage was in the center of the arena and the whole arena was open. That's different. But this was like literally like there was a big like video screen that was like over top of like his drums, like his drummer's set for like the two opening acts, and the opening acts stood in front of it. So the people sitting behind couldn't see anything. They watched it on a giant video screen. I was like, that sucks. Like
granted, it's a show up at 9:30.
Yeah,
like shows at 8.
Granted, the openers didn't play for long. It was mostly Garth Brooks, but yeah.
Well, yeah, because his tour right now, just at least the Saskatchewan and Manitoba, every show that he's added or that he had originally listed, he had to change the time and add another one after that. In Saskatchewan, he had 6 back-to-back shows in Saskatoon alone, and that's not the biggest
Saskatoon.
Town. And then in Regina, he had another 8 or like 6. Here he had 6. It was like everywhere. He just
He plays he'll play like 2 shows a night if it's.
How long did he play for your show?
2.5 hours.
Oh my god!
But there was
5 hours a night.
But there was no second show. Like we went to the Sunday, so the closing show.
Oh, okay.
There was no second show that night, and he said that because it's the last show, they do stuff that they don't do on the other nights. Like he came out like. They played their show, and then he came out by himself with his acoustic guitar, and like he looked in the crowd because I guess the thing is for him is people bring signs of like his names of his songs or names of any song that he wants to play. So he came out and just walked around for half an hour and picked songs that people had signs of and played them.
Like right beside the people.
Like people that were in the crowd and everything. Yeah.
I heard he played Piano Man. And
that's awesome.
Like people requested covers of songs that he's done, and he's like, oh sure. Yeah, like Piano Man, Billy Joel.
Oh, that'd be wicked.
It was pretty, like, he was very entertaining. For like, I'm not a country guy, I don't listen to that kind of music, but very entertaining.
Right on.
It was not boring.
What was your first concert you ever went to?
AC/DC. Winnipeg Arena. No joke.
Damn, that's a good
Grade 4.
I'm really ashamed to admit mine.
What is yours?
Nickelback.
That's
what?
okay.
Nothing to be ashamed.
That's
That's Canadian
alright.
pride.
That was when they were still kind of cool on their first album.
You know what?
So
Also, Three Doors Down.
3 Doors Down.
That's a band, yeah.
Yeah, that's the metal one. I'm thinking of a
They're
different.
the Kryptonite band.
No, that's
Sing
not
that
the one I'm thinking
Kryptonite
of.
song.
What was the metal one? 3 something. You know what I'm talking about? The guy had a mohawk on the front. He was kind of cool.
Theory
3
of
Days
a-
Grace?
3 Days
3
Grace.
Days Grace.
I've seen them. They were
Yeah,
good.
they were
We
the
saw
opener,
them,
and
yeah.
so was Death from Above.
Death from
alright.
Above 1979?
Yeah.
Shut up.
That's an alright
Death from
concert.
Above, 3 Days Grace, and
Nickelback.
Nickelback. How did that line up? Because they
Not
are
great.
not.
Yeah.
Are they on the same label?
I missed the oh no, sorry, not Death from Above. Okay, might have been Creed.
Holy moly.
Whoa,
yeah.
no way! That's
It
a
might have
killer
been Creed.
band!
Yeah,
'Cause-
I missed 3 Doors Down. Not 3 Doors. 3
Creed.
Days Grace.
Damn, Mark
And then
Tremonti.
Yeah.
we
I
got
would've
in
gone to
halfway through Creed. Is when we got in
That's a good
to
band.
get in, it was like -40, and they were making everyone wait outside for some stupid
Jeez.
reason. Like they had one guy to pat everyone down.
Brutal.
So my dad and I waited, I don't know, an hour and a half outside -40.
Is this like the old arena? Like
Yeah.
the Winnipeg Arena? Nice.
Oh, we had to go up and then down. I never
Mhm.
got that. I don't understand that. Like,
It was
why
weird.
don't you walk in and then go up?
It was weird. On the subject of weird Nickelback openers, they came here once and Yellowcard was the opening band.
What?
For Nickelback.
Speaking of,
Makes no sense.
we went to a show with Yellow Card.
Oh,
Where
they loved it.
3 songs in, they were like, "Hey, can we play Ocean Avenue and then just leave? Do we still get paid?" They said that. That came out of their mouth at a concert.
That's
And
awesome.
they tweeted like a picture of the crowd because, it was, the tour was Yellow Card,
Nickelback.
All Time Low, and then there was a couple other bands
Yeah.
like pop punk.
Mhm.
And so pop punk, the scene, like for the most part, well, not a lot
Was
of
still
the
pretty
fans are like teenage girls.
Yeah.
And what do teenage girls do nowadays?
Scream.
They live in their phones. They face
Oh.
down in their phones.
Oh, okay.
And so Yellow Card is playing in like the whole front section because it was at the Burton Cummings Theater. And
Okay.
in Winnipeg, well, here in Winnipeg at the Burton Cummings Theater, they don't have a floor. They took out the first 4 rows, and that's the floor. It sucks when you want to see like a band like, say, Rise Against play there.
Right.
Brutal.
Seats
the worst.
everywhere.
There's seats everywhere. But there, it's like, you can get away with it. And so the front section, all the girls just had their faces down, and Yellow Card like tweeted a picture of them like, "Oh, thanks for coming out, Winnipeg," and it just showed like the first 5 rows, which is all like prepubescent teenage girls. Everyone else was having a fun time, like
Yeah.
all time.
Everybody-
Had a great time.
Well, but even like everybody in this in the back, everybody stood up when they played. Everyone's like cheered at least. Like it wasn't like people were sitting and being like, "This band sucks."
Yeah, and so they
It
got
was just and like I'm pretty sure their tour bus broke down in Fargo like that day, and they like barely made it to the show too.
Yeah.
So they're probably not in the greatest of moods. So when then they see that up front, they're probably like, "Well, this is fun."
Yeah, and then since then they have had a Canadian tour, and they in fact they skipped over Winnipeg,
Yeah.
did they not? I remember that because we were talking.
They played
about
Canada shows and they haven't come any. Yeah, they
Yeah,
haven't.
and
come
this
here.
was 2 years ago now,
two or
three.
three.
Yeah,
Might have been
exactly.
3. Yeah, but they're breaking up now. So there you go.
Yellow Card's breaking
They
up.
have a new CD coming
Oh,
out. They're
they
doing
got the
one more
red card.
tour, and then they're
They-
they're red carding it
The red card in it. Oh, that's
for
awful.
the second time.
Oh, they've broken up before.
Yeah.
Top 5 favorite bands at the moment.
Do I have to do them in order? Or just
And any
general
artists.
just general-
Artists, too.
Artists
Okay.
too. Yeah.
It fluctuates to which one is number 1, but Rise Against, Alter Bridge, Newfound Glory. This is tough when I have to eliminate. I don't know.
Who do you want to listen to right now?
Oh, so you know what? I downloaded the new, I bought the new Blink-182 CD with Matt Skiba from
Yeah.
Alkaline Trio as a singer.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Is it?
Yes,
Like,
I
I
was
listened
thinking
to
about getting it.
Great.
People are gonna bitch and complain because it's not Tom. Whatever. It's like
You have to treat it as a new band.
treat it as its own. But honestly, the last 2 Blink records, like what was the one that came out 5 years ago? Neighborhoods.
Yeah.
That one, and then even the self-titled one that came out like in 2003 before they broke up.
Yeah.
Those were very Angels and Airwavesy sounding
Yeah.
to me.
I noticed that a lot
Yeah,
on
this new record sounds like
on
old
Neighborhoods.
school Blink-182 punk, and it's sweet. I love it.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see them on Thursday.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be a good show.
He'll be excellent.
So, I mean, you can throw Blink-182 in there. You can throw Sum 41 had a new single out this week, and they have a new CD coming out, and it sounds sweet. I listen to lots of old music. I don't listen to anything current, really.
You don't listen to the Beeps?
No, I don't.
Come on.
Would you go to the Beeps? Free tickets. You going to the Beeps?
I'd probably try and sell them. I'm not joking.
True businessman.
Yes.
True businessman.
Yes.
He's selling for a lot too.
Okay, so I don't know. Are you into pranks or anything like that, or like street pranking people or anything?
Street
like
pranking, like.
Well, I want to.
Did you see the thing that happened this weekend?
It was about a week and a half ago at this point.
No.
Well, I guess. Okay, well, this week.
Yeah,
I'm not sure when it happened exactly, but there was a gentleman in New York. It's on a video cam.
Is this the Central Park guy?
What Central Park guy do you know? You go first, because
I read something that some guy stepped on a rock and it blew up.
What?
Yeah, and
that's way worse than what
okay,
yeah.
But the article I read said they were investigating it to see if it was terrorism, but they also said they thought it was just a firework or something. So
someone left a firework on the ground by mistake after.
I don't know, or something, or someone put a rock with a firework in it. And they're like, haha, this would be funny.
I don't know.
I haven't read anything else, but this legit happened like yesterday, or the day before.
Did they lose any extremities or
no? I don't think so. I shouldn't say that. It just said he was seriously injured. Nobody died, and he was the only person hurt. But it said he literally stepped on a rock in Central Park and bam,
dead.
Yeah,
not dead.
No, not dead. But they're like it blew up. I don't know.
Okay, well, not mine. Not
okay, that's what
mine's not really the way I was gonna go. That's terrible.
I probably haven't.
The other one was there was a gentleman in New York. It was caught on the security cam footage that there was this lady walking towards the security cam, just on the sidewalk outside, head down in her phone, looking around. Guy runs up behind her, shoves his hand down the back of her pants. He had shit in his hand, shoved it in her pants, and ran away. Took off the glove and threw it and ran away. Shoved his own poop in her pants. How would you react to that if someone did that?
He made her shit her pants.
Like he put his own shit in her pants.
I don't even know.
What do you do with
How
that
do
point?
you react? What do you do?
Oh,
you do
shit in my
do
pants.
You run and get it everywhere?
Like did she turn around and be like, what? Like she was aware that he?
She was like, hey, stop it! And you could tell that she was stop it, and then ran away, and you don't get the full realization of, oh, she just had shit shoved down her pants, not like. He was trying to cop a field. He just shoved shit down her pants, and he was wearing gloves. So he took off the glove and threw it, and ran. His own poop. Poop in her pants.
This happened in New York.
In New York.
All right. Well, I was in New York in February, and thank God that did not happen to me. I did not see that happen to anybody else.
What would you do if you saw that?
I don't know. What do you do? My first thought.
I don't chase after that guy. He's crazy.
No.
Yeah.
Your first thought is you have someone else's shit on your
pants. No, first you have the realization, okay, someone just tried to accost me. Oh, but what is that? I wonder what that is. Oh my God! They put shit in my pants!
That's probably how exactly it would go.
Personally, I've got tight jeans, so I would know almost instantly.
We're all tight jeans crew. So, that would suck. And
then what do you seriously? What do? You don't run after him because it's gonna go everywhere. At that point, you just have to drop it and drop your drawers.
Maybe the secret is you wear pants that are so tight that he goes to open them and he
she's
can't
not
pull them.
That's called a belt.
She wasn't wearing a belt.
Oh, because the belt is the secure guard realm of the nether bottom world. Yeah.
See, pranking is good and all good fun, but that crosses a line of just no.
That's really funny.
It's okay. It is pretty.
I don't know if he did it as a prank. I think it was an actual crazy person.
I wonder if he knew there was a camera there and he did. I think he did it for the world. That. Yeah.
Oh, probably.
Now, what if hypothetically, we're all single hypothetically here. We all go on dates, and then date 3 or 4, significant others okay, I want to share a secret with you. It's really tough for me, but I trust you. Okay, so you know that person who had shit shoved down their pants? Yeah? I did it to them. What do you think? And then
you did it to them.
I did it to them.
I was that guy.
I was the guy. What do you think? Is my work of art.
Why am I on a date with another guy?
No, just hypothetically. Or the girl. The girl
so it was
to
the
you.
Girl,
yeah. I don't know.
Do you get up and leave her it's done?
I would laugh so hard and no, I'd be fine.
But what? Now you're living in fear. What if they want to shit you? You shit your pants now. They want to come after you. Yeah, I'm stuck here. Okay, let's flip it.
Yeah,
okay, I'll be the girl. You be the guys.
Yeah.
I had shit shoved into my pants.
That's unfortunate.
That's a crying shame.
That's awesome.
Ah,
That would be so.
That's
I
gross.
would honestly laugh.
I feel like
That sucks.
the only way to not make it awkward is just to play not laugh.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to. It's
Like,
it was a practical.
You
it
don't
was
ask them a
shitty
question
practical
about it.
joke.
Yeah. Literally. You don't ask them a question about it because that's just you're opening like a whole can of worms. You
you know,
don't
like,
want
was
to
it like a chunky? Was it, what kind was it? Was it smooth or what are we talking? Dog poop? We talking? What are
Did
we
he
going
have
for?
just like a handful of diarrhea or what?
Oh no, because then it would get on him. He wore a glove and peeled it off
That's
perfectly.
true, I
If
guess.
it threw it.
If it's your own poop, why are you wearing a glove? If you're
one
gonna
of
shove your poop in someone's pants, why are you wearing a glove?
Because no
so that you
cleanup.
don't- yeah.
I
no
guess.
Well,
But if you're sick enough to do it, just do it.
well, but then what if you wanted to go get like a Subway sub after? And they're like, hey,
Made
what's
him really hungry.
what's up with your right hand, sir? I don't ask. Don't ask.
You know
But if
why?
you go
Just go inside. Go to use the bathroom then.
Where did this happen? Like a
And wash
convenience
your hands.
store?
This happened on the street
On the
outside.
street, like someone's street can't, like a camera watching their like car
Oh,
parking
my
spot.
I'm sure she's not the first.
She's just
Maybe
the
she
first to
is.
get caught.
Maybe she is.
Maybe. Well, that's like, you know when people are like, oh, 1 in a million. Like, that's a 1 in we saw the one. That's the one.
You might have.
We might have got to see the 1 in a million.
Yeah.
Have you ever pranked anyone like on like, what's that, April Fool's Day or anyone like that? Anything?
April Fools? No.
Or like, what's your favorite prank that's either got happened to you or you pranked?
I'm legit being serious. I haven't really been pranked the whole like I've been like verbally pranked where like they tell you something bad happened to them on April Fools and then haha like later like haha just kidding. I wasn't actually in the hospital last night and you're like you're a terrible human being.
Yeah.
But I don't know. When I was a kid, we were the knock knock ginger, the not egging, but there used to be apple trees by my friend's house, and we used to around this area. There's a bus route, and there's at the end the street ends, and there's just a bunch of bushes. So we used to hide in the bushes and chuck apples at the bus. We were that crew.
Wow,
I shouldn't be saying this, but that's what we did.
That's awesome.
That's okay. My old neighbor and myself, when we were really little, we just threw rocks at cars.
We didn't throw rocks. That's
Like, you know, like the little, like you get the good thick inch in diameter rocks like along the garage sort of thing. Instead of grass. Yeah, we tossed them.
Did you hide from bushes? What'd you hide?
No, we'd hide around the garage.
okay.
Or they just
like
come out and
a
rip
back
it?
alley, and we'd have our bikes parked there just in case they stopped, and off we'd go.
And little kids don't do that.
Yeah, no,
Nowadays, little kids
are
we were
subtweet
we were like
about
4
shit.
or 5. We were just having fun.
I'm trying to think if you know what? Now that I asked a
Half the
question,
time we couldn't even hit the car anyways because we couldn't throw that far.
very weak. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been pranked like that bad. I'm trying to think.
No, nothing like that. I've had the verbal,
Yeah,
the
we've
verbal
all had
April
it.
Fools where they say, "Oh, I was in a car accident last night. I'm in the hospital," and you're like,
That's a real shitty not prank.
Yeah.
That's called
Yeah,
being,
that's not no.
that's called being a mean
"Yeah."
person.
So but no. We were just the
I've had that too. I've had
asshole
that too.
kids.
But a lot of kids do that, I guess.
Yeah, I don't like these. I was driving home actually. We were driving home a couple weeks ago. We were driving close to my house, and we drive. I'm in the car with my mom and Jess and my girlfriend. Let's do it that way.
The lady friend.
The lady friend. And I won't drag her into this by name, although I already did. We're driving down, and all of a sudden you hear a bang on the side of the car, and I'm like, what the hell just happened? And my mom's like, my mom's like, those fuckers, and she slams on the brakes, and she's gonna Yui, and I'm like, what? She's like, there were kids standing there, and they threw something at the car. So we get home, and there's like eggs on the side of the car, and I'm like, I have literally crossed the line. I used to be the kids, and now I've become
The adult.
The receiving.
Yeah.
The eggy.
Yeah. It doesn't feel good. Like, you're mad, then you're like, wait, I used to do stupid stuff like that too.
And now you know how it feels.
Yeah.
I remember in grade 9, we, the girls always had, well, it was only girls that took this class, but the family studies class, they'd have the egg and they'd have to take care of the egg all day,
Yeah.
or for 48 hours or something like that, and everyone got on the bus to go home, and we'd drive down, everyone drove down past the mall, right? And I used to sit in the back of the bus with the bad kids, and one of them reached over the seat, grabbed the egg, and just tossed it out the window. And it landed on some guy's car, and immediately he pulled up in front of the bus. He sped, like it hit his windshield. He sped up, pulled in front of the bus, and stopped. And the bus had to stop because he stopped. Put on his four ways and got on the bus and started yelling at us.
Because they knew it was you.
That's
It was one of us.
crazy.
Yeah, well, because it came out the back of the bus.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, it was so scary because he was big.
I'm trying to think of like if I've ever been like caught in the act of like.
No, well, he never like the bus driver wouldn't leave until one of us confessed, and then the guy who did it didn't say anything, but just one person just got up and took one for the team.
And just stepped off the bus.
Yeah.
And what did that guy do?
What?
The guy in the car.
He yelled at the kid for a while, and then he got in his car and left.
Yikes.
My goodness, that's giving me anxiety.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
I wasn't like a real bad kid by any means. So.
No, I was just back there. That's the worst part. That was
you
just,
did.
that was the worst. I
You
was
let
doing.
it happen.
I was just sitting there watching it.
Guilty by
giggling.
association.
Yeah. That was me.
I was actually on a bus with someone who stole a bus seat.
What?
What, like you brought
We were coming home.
screwdriver and everything?
No,
or what?
we were coming home
Yeah,
from.
let's get there.
We were in high school. We were busing home, and there was a bunch of us in the back of the bus, and one of the seats was actually like it was basically like you could lift it off. It was like for whatever reason. And when he got off his stop, he literally just picked it up and walked off the bus with it. It's like
no, he didn't.
Yes.
Wait, the front and back, or just like bottom piece, or like
the whole seat.
the whole seat? He got up and
Yeah.
but
I
our seats are
don't remember.
like school bus or like city bus.
No, like city bus.
So he got a 2-person bucket seat.
No, like just a single. Like it's two singles side by side.
And he just grabbed one.
It
and
was
walked.
loose, so he
Did
just
the
picked
bus
it up and walked off with it.
What did
No,
the bus driver do?
nothing. Went to the next stop. Carry on. Yeah.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yep.
This is good. This could be called the bystanders because
Yep.
we don't do
This
anything.
all happened many years ago.
Of course. Oh no, yeah. You got to cover your
Of
tracks
course.
there. Okay. Well, speaking of the weather, because we're not. What do you do on rainy days? Because it is rainy outside.
What was?
Wes.
I play video games. I'm not gonna lie.
What video games? Wait.
I'm.
Favorite video games.
What do you?
Top 3.
Oh, well, first, what are you playing right now?
I actually just started playing Mad Max. It's like it's based on the movies. It's like a third-person open-world game. Like it's like kind of like
Oh, I think I heard of this.
if you guys played the Batman games,
Arkham. Yep.
similar combat system where you just mash buttons and counter and stuff. But then there's also like vehicle combat, like you make your own cars because it's the wasteland. Everyone has these crazy cars with spikes and monster truck tires and all this shit on it. So you can make your own car and it's actually super fun. Yeah. No, I bought it last summer when it came out because I had credit on 3EB Games and they're like, oh, if you spend something now, like basically I traded in a bunch of games and they're like, oh, well, if you pre-order games now, you don't pay the tax or you don't pay like something. And I'm like, oh, okay. So that was coming out, it looked cool. So I bought it like a year ago and I just started playing it this weekend. And it's pretty fun.
Sounds like me and books. I'm
Yep.
like, yeah, I'll buy
Oh,
this.
dude.
And I don't even read them for like years.
Dude, I have like 40 books at home that I bought over the years. I'm like, oh yeah, this sounds awesome. And now I'm so behind.
All right, so memorable video games, like top 3 off the top of your head that you've played that you're like, oh, for sure you should play this.
Okay, well, I'm going to group the Uncharted series as 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't played number 4 yet, so I can't give you a verdict on that.
I
But
heard it's amazing.
I heard that too, yeah. Those games to me are phenomenal. Grand Theft Auto's always been... I've always loved it.
Classic.
The 5 was great. I loved 5. That was a good one. A third one that's worth playing, they're older games, and there's 3 of them, and the second and third weren't great, but it was called Fear. The first one was awesome. It was terrifying. Like
I watched you play one of them
Yeah.
like start to finish. It's like imagine the Ring Grudge girl following
Basically.
you around, and you're like in abandoned buildings trying to figure out the what happened to
Yeah.
the city essentially.
and it's first person, and it's just terrifying. The second and third one, when they kind of went all sci-fi and like expanded on it, and they were good, but they weren't creepy.
The first one they
Oh,
just
they were
like
the
you were
first one?
playing a video game.
Yeah.
Or you
I
were
didn't
playing
play,
a
I didn't
scary
play
game.
Fear 1 until when we were at our friend's place, and you and I were playing.
Yeah.
And I didn't think it was that scary, but that's because it was like recently. It's a really old game.
Oh
But
yeah.
I remember playing Fear 2 when it came out, and I basically shit my pants.
Yeah. Those were good ones.
We also played it at 3 o'clock in the morning with all the lights out.
You
and
have
we
to.
were,
You
we
have
were
to.
somewhat inebriated.
Yeah.
I was there.
Inebriation is optional, but lights out late at night.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
with the vids.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. With those kind.
Okay, now what's the video game that you bought and like the 5 minutes in you're like, this is a hunk of junk, I'm done with this.
That's a tough one. I usually do a lot of research before I buy games to make sure it's something I'll actually play.
Same.
Like, I usually read quite a few reviews and then I read comments on it, and I kind of I watch the gameplay, and like I do a lot of research to make sure I'm not wasting my money, because there's $70 a pop now, which is a lot.
Back before the internet, would you go and rent it first and then buy it?
Yeah, oh, totally. I used to, back in the day, highly, this was totally legal. We used to rent games from Microplay, and then we used to burn them. My dad used to burn them on, like, he had a DVD burner.
Nice.
PS2. Oh.
You're no longer a bystander, you're Dan the Criminal. That's what this episode, whatever,
Yeah.
Dan the Criminal.
But, yeah, so I used to do that as a kid. So I used to go rent a game. They'd have a day every week worth 99 cents, and you rent a game and you burn it and you have it. So, unfortunately, you can't do that now with the Blu-ray and all that. So, so back in the day, yeah, it was a little easier. But I honestly, I don't think I bought in a game where I'm like, this is terrible. I bought in games I just couldn't get into.
Like you played him and you went, I see the appeal, but man.
Yeah, like I bought one. What was it wasn't Fallout 3. It was the one that came out after that.
Vegas?
Yeah. I bought it because I know like everyone was so like these games are amazing, and I played it for a bit and I just couldn't get into it. I kind of want to try again because Fallout 4 looks pretty cool.
I played,
but
when I played Vegas when it came out, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I played it like 3 years later and it was pretty good.
Awesome. I think the thing is like
I got into it.
Like
Fallout 4 is awesome.
When
if you liked the previous ones.
Yeah, like when I played it like 5 years ago, like I was very impatient and I got bored of things very fast, and that's one of those games where you have to spend like 80 hours playing it because it's RPG and you pick what you say and like you have to invest. So I think at the time I just didn't have the attention span for it, but I think now like my tolerance has changed a little bit. So I think if I went back and played it now, I might be able to get into it more.
Yeah, no, I've definitely spent like 60 hours playing Fallout 4. And
it looks awesome.
I've done nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing in it.
Yeah. That's the great part, like just sitting down and just hours upon hours.
Yeah.
Of just, and you're like, someone's like, oh, what'd you do this weekend? I played Fallout. Where'd you go? I opened a door.
Well, I had to
What
go
else
from the
did you
bedroom
do?
to the kitchen to get breakfast.
Yeah.
Then I go downstairs.
And then in the game, I opened the door.
You know what? I almost stopped playing video games altogether, like over the last year, and then just recently, Dr. Matt got me into Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh, okay.
And
Is it
I basically lost all of my last weekends. And every time people have said, "Oh, what did you do this week? When did you go out?" No.
I thought about it.
Played games.
But is it specific like Elder Scrolls, but there's people playing online, or do you just have to play online?
It's MMO. Yeah.
So you battle people?
You can. It's all of the previous Elder Scrolls, like Skyrim, Oblivion, all those other games. It's all of them put together, and it's on this huge in a huge continent, and everyone starts off in a different faction. You play your faction's story or whatever, and then in the center of the continent, it's one giant PvP, and you're battling for like castles and stuff. And at the end of 30 days, whichever actual player has got the most points, like kill points and capture points and all that stuff, becomes the emperor.
For those 30
And they get all
days.
these wicked passives, and they get a big cape and
Wait,
crown
that's
and everything, and people
every
will follow
30
them around.
days? Or...
Every 30 days, there's a new emperor.
So this game doesn't let you have a life. Like you can't.
No.
If you want to be the emperor, you got.
You're gonna lose. Many
You gotta
years.
stock up on the dew, and the Doritos, and Hot Pockets.
Yep.
Or Pizza Puffs.
And you should get a girlfriend that really, really, really loves you, to just feed that stuff to you.
That's true.
So you don't actually have to get up and make it. You don't want to waste the 30
No, you
seconds.
gotta save time.
Yeah, that's valuable.
All right. Well, speaking of saving valuable time, it's rapid fire time.
Rapid fire.
So I'm gonna have 3 questions. Grant will have 3 questions. We'll preface it if there needs to be preface, but this one I'm gonna start off with a riddle. What has 4 eyes but can't see?
I have no idea.
Mississippi.
Ha.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da. All
Nice.
right, Grant, let him have it.
What's the first thing you do when you wake up?
Check my phone.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a bad habit, and I
Yeah.
wish I didn't, but I'd like to say get up and make coffee and breakfast, but unfortunately that has to wait about 10 minutes.
That's true. Okay, where is Poughkeepsie?
New York.
Massachusetts.
Poughkeepsie, New
Did you
York.
say that right?
Poughkeepsie. Poughkeepsie.
I thought it was in New York.
It's in Massachusetts.
Is it Massachusetts?
Are you sure?
Fine, here's my second question then. Since I'm wrong, spell Poughkeepsie.
I'm pretty sure there's multiple
Poughkeepsie.
Are you sure
Damn it.
there's
I've heard of that. I've heard
Out
of
of
that
the
place.
park.
Are
Yeah.
you sure there isn't multiple?
There might be.
I didn't fact check my
'Cause
own
there's like-
question.
I thought
there are like 5 boulders in the United States.
It's true.
There's like a Boulder, Nevada. There's a Boulder, Utah. There's a Boulder.
Probably
there's a Boulder,
Oregon.
Connecticut.
Colorado.
Oregon's
pretty
got
sure.
double everything.
Colorado has one.
Boulder, Colorado, that's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking.
Poughkeepsie might be Massachusetts. I think it's New York. So
No,
it's
It
fact check.
sounds like something.
You already, my to try and prove you wrong,
Don't-
I asked you to spell it and you already took knocked out of the park.
don't
Grant,
quote
you
me.
go.
What's your current celebrity crush?
Like any celebrity?
Any celebrity, go.
Becky Lynch. Cam will know who that is.
Oh, yeah, straight fire. She's a beautiful last kicker from
Irish
Ireland.
wrestler.
Okay.
She's an Irish wrestler.
Got it.
Okay, speaking of favorite all-time wrestler.
That's tough. Okay, well, when I was a kid, I always liked The Undertaker. So if we're going sentimental, it's The Undertaker.
Okay, right now.
AJ Styles.
The phenomenal
Yeah.
one. Excellent.
Now that he's back, now that he's in the big times.
Yeah.
Finally, 20 years later.
Grant?
Here's one that's come up a few times. If you drink antifreeze, then a Slurpee, do you still get brain freeze?
I'm gonna say yes, but my mind wants me to say no. Like you shouldn't. In theory, you shouldn't. But I feel like yes, you would.
Yeah, that's
If you're not dead, yes.
Yeah, if you don't die. Exactly. All right, so have you ever listened to an episode of 2/3 before?
I haven't. I had to never have a chance.
Perfect. So have you ever heard of our theme song?
No.
Okay, well, neither have we. So to close it out, we're going to get you to come up with a theme song for us. So you sing a theme song, we'll follow you.
Yeah, we'll jump in.
If you want to battle rap it, you want to say it, you do it. We'll jump right in with you.
This is pressure.
Do you need us to give you a beat? I'll give you a beat.
What if I give you a beat?
You give me a beat.
No,
No,
you
you
gotta
got to start. This is all you.
This is pressure.
I know it's pressure.
There you go. That's it.
Okay, well that'll be your beat.
Instrumental version.
We're not ending until you say words, Dan.
Words.
All right. Cam, Grant, Dan. 2/3. Wow, baby.